looked lifeless and did not even seem to be breathing. He was dressed like a peasant from books about the Middle Ages, but not a poor peasant. He wore a shirt, some kind of jacket and trousers that had been dyed black. A rope encircled his waist instead of a belt, with a purse tied to it. The purse looked empty. There were no goods in the store, only a few pieces of furniture, shelves, boxes, and barrels. Everything was empty, even the counter. "Excuse me, but where am I?" the guy asked, but the trader did not even raise an eyebrow. "Can you understand me? Maybe I need to trade, like in a game? Oh!" A moment later, the guy saw a virtual window before him, like in Windows. It was light blue with white letters and pictures, and a cross in the upper right corner. Trade window with NPC Nurk. Stale bread, 4 coins. Fresh bread, 6 coins. Ham sandwich, 10 coins. All right, how many coins do I have? Inventory, bag, account, balance, character window? Character window. Name, Nicholas. Level, 1. Experience points, 0 out of 10. Attributes. Strength, 1. Dexterity, 1. Stamina, 1. Vitality, 1. Magic, 1. Wisdom, 1. Additional attributes. Deaths, 0. Fresh meat. Kills, 0. Innocent. Reputation, 0. Unknown. So, my name is Nicholas. Nick. How could I have forgotten that? Nicholas froze, trying to figure out who he was, yet nothing came to mind. Nothing at all. He knew his first name, but not his age, surname, or anything else. Yet he still possessed everyday knowledge. He could tell the wood from stone, for example. He knew that arms were arms and legs were legs. So I know my name, but I don't know who or where I am. I've got no clothes, money, or food. This sucks! After leaving the store, Nicholas visited the other traders and carefully studied the assortment of goods. They sold furniture, weapons, armor, medicine, alcohol, and real estate. You could buy any house in the village, and there were plenty available. 500 vacant houses, but the prices... I wish I knew if 400 coins is a lot or a little, although I can rent a house for only 8 coins a day, the price of 2 servings of bread. Now I just need to figure out where to get the money. Wandering around the village in search of work, Nick suddenly heard a woman screaming. He hurried to the source of the noise and saw a group of people milling by the gate. Squeezing through the crowd, he spotted a bleeding man around 30 years old. The wounded man, although dying would be a more apt description, had small chunks of flesh missing all over his body, as if he had been bitten by a big cat. However, the bites were numerous, at least 30, and 2 of them were on his neck. "It's the rabbits! I saw them!" one guy spoke. He looked pale and would have already vomited if his stomach had not been empty. He went out the gate and into the forest, but was immediately attacked by the rabbits. He fought them off but collapsed when he reached the gate. Attacked? So why didn't they chase him? Rabbits? Nicholas approached the old wooden gate and poked his head out. He saw a large clearing with a forest just beyond. Rabbits frolicked across the clearing, and there were hundreds of them. Some were feasting on the recently acquired flesh, their gray fur stained with blood. Man-eating rabbits. Fun, Nick muttered. Just then, the wounded man died and began to decompose right before their eyes. 30 seconds later, nothing remained of the body. This sight was so horrible that many people became hysterical, especially the women, some of whom even fainted. What did it say about death and beginner's protection? Nick wondered, and hurried back to the obelisk. As it turned out, he was not the only one with this thought. A small crowd soon gathered around the obelisk, but the deceased man did not appear. Still, the people continued to wait, and he reappeared 5 minutes later, accompanied by a flash of light. The man lay on the ground, completely unharmed.